Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations with the one and only J-Man. Your morning will never be the same. Here we go.
It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. Just like the rain down in Africa. It's gonna take some time, but I know you're worth fighting for. I'd fight for you. I'd fight for you. I'd fight for you. Friends are cool, but we both know they don't wanna see us together. Don't wanna lose what I live for. I'm willing to do whatever. 'Cause I don't wanna see you cry. Give our love another try. I bet we get it right this time. As long as you're prepared to fight. I don't wanna live another day without your body next to me. I'm not gonna let them break us down. 'Cause baby, I know now. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. I'd fight for you. There's nothing that 100 men or more can ever do. I'd fight for you. Just like the rain down in Africa. I'd fight for you. It's gonna take some time, but I know you're worth fighting for. Look out! What they say, it don't even matter. They don't really understand. Without each other, we are barely breathing. Let's get air in these hearts again. 'Cause I don't wanna see you cry. Give our love another try. I bet we get it right this time. As long as you're prepared to fight, prepared to fight. I don't wanna live another day without your body next to me. I'm not gonna let them break us down. 'Cause baby, I know now, no now, no now. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. I'd fight for you. There's nothing that 100 men or more can ever do. I'd fight for you. Just like the rain, just like the rain, just like the rain, just like the rain. It's gonna take some time, but I know you're worth fighting for. I'd fight for you. I'd fight for you. Veneno, veneno, pasa. If you got someone that's worth fighting for, don't let nobody hold you down. Let me hear you say, whoa, whoa, whoa. And if you found someone that's worth dying for, the one you can't live without, let me hear you say, whoa. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I'd fight for you. Just like the rain down in Africa. I'd fight for you. It's gonna take some time, but I know you're worth fighting for. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. I'd fight for you. There's nothing that 100 men or more can ever do. I'd fight for you. Just like the rain, just like the rain, just like the rain, just like the rain. It's gonna take some time, but I know you're worth fighting for.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You're listening to Coffee and Conversation with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on, even Alexa. That's right. Alexa can make it do what it do. Thank you all so much for tuning in this morning with me. I really, really do appreciate it. Let me give a shout out to those that's in the chat room. Wanda, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Thank you so much for being on. Yogi, good morning to you. Thank you so much for being on. Nurse Rachel and my family out there at Emory Winship Cancer Center. Good morning to you all, family, my Winship Warriors. What's going on? Good to have you all out here. And to the team, the trainers out there, Dr. Washington, all of the folks that's out there. Good morning to you all. Nurse Rachel, I appreciate you, and thank you so much for tuning in as well. Dr. Tony, what's going on, love? Thank you so much for joining this morning as well. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I truly, truly do appreciate it. Let me go through this protocol. First of all, if you're enjoying the show, make sure you share, whether it's social media, whether it's if you call somebody, whether if you copy that link, it's a little button up there that you can copy the link and send it to people. That'll help me out a lot. We're doing some great things. Make sure you're following me on YouTube now. Life After the Collar YouTube channel. Make sure you follow Life After the Collar YouTube channel. We just started filming yesterday. So we are going to have some great stuff coming up. We're gonna record about 3 or 4 episodes before we start pushing them out. But we're gonna put one out, a thank you or welcome type of video out. So make sure you're following Life After the Collar YouTube channel, which is a vlog. It's gonna be a vlog. So make sure you do that. I appreciate on this coffee and conversation. Make sure you're sharing. Make sure you hey. And I'm I'm actually thinking about doing a couple of episodes. A video where I'm down in the studio because I have a whole studio set up, and so I think I'm gonna record a video thing for Coffee and Conversation maybe once a month. I thought about that yesterday, so we'll check that out. Anyway, the conversation is gonna be really, really good today. I have something that I want you all to listen to, which is gonna take up majority of the conversation. However, I want to start by the song that I played, "Fight for You." Very interesting. I love the song. One of my favorite songs for years. That was a remix, or a remake, or a cover. But it's "Fight for You," and it's about a guy telling the person, their significant other, that no matter what, I'll fight for you. But y'all know me. I like mirror talk. I love mirror talk. That conversation should have been placed in the mirror. And where you are able to tell yourself, look, I am going to fight for you. No matter what we are, no matter what we're doing, I am going to fight for you. If we can't get to that point, life becomes more difficult. But I think we all have the opportunity. We all have the chance to be able to take it to a different level. And one of the things that I'm learning in life, anything that you're going to have to fight for, it's going to be a mental challenge. And not only will it be a physical challenge or an emotional challenge, but it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a hard challenge, and we're going to have to learn how to deal with those things. I want you all to check this out. Attitude is everything.
80% of success is psychology, 20% is the mechanics. The problem is most people live in their heads. They have their dream, they have their goal, they have the desire, they get hyped up about it, they get fearful about it, and they just don't execute.
See, when you are not filling your life with the things that you are capable of doing, then there are gaps in your life. And what we do when we're not living out our true identity, we begin to fill the gaps. We fill the holes with garbage, alcohol, drugs, worry, self-destructive behavior. So when you begin to look at your life and you know that you're not doing what you can do because you have allowed yourself to be held captive by your fears. Now, when you don't have a true appreciation and acceptance for who you are, and you allow yourself to be immobilized by fear, what happens in the process is that you begin to abuse yourself. You begin to sabotage your life, you begin to sabotage your dreams, you begin to unconsciously work against yourself. You become your own worst enemy. So what do you do about that?
I need a mission. We all need a mission. that's what life should be, is a mission. That's what gives your life purpose and focus and drive and ultimately satisfaction.
There's things that you know you're supposed to do as a human being, things that you know are going to improve your life. Do those things. There's things that you know are going to make you a worse person and make your life worse. Don't do those things.
And sometimes people ask me what to do if they don't know what their mission is or what their mission should be. And I tell them, if they're in that situation, to go help someone. Go help someone else. Make that your mission. Because that will make you better, and it'll make the world better. And eventually from that, you'll see what your mission is.
Well, you begin to realize that your dream and your gifts have so much meaning and so much value for you, till your hunger for them will give you a special drive. As you work on yourself, as you begin to acknowledge your true identity, the true power that you have, the true capacity you have to bring about change, the miracle-working power that you have within yourself to do the things that you want to do.
You only live once, so do what you feel passionate about.
So I'll start with this. Your life is a physical manifestation of the conversation going on in your head. I'm going to start with that.
Can we just speak for like 24 hours on this? I love this.
Right. Your life is a physical manifestation of the conversation going on in your head. So if you said nothing but thought everything, your life is going to show up to make your thoughts true. So you have one job. You have one job in your life for you, to make what you think about life true, so that you're not wrong. You don't want to walk around wrong. You want to be right about the life you see. So you're going to work hard to produce the life that you talk about in your mind. Whether that life is no one loves me, I'm all alone. You can be in a group of people and you will think, I'm so alone. And you will feel alone, and things will show up to co-sign your loneliness just because you're looking for that. And so if you start with, I'm gonna say the mind, like the mind is that thing. The mind is the core engine. It starts all things. It shuts all things down. When I start thinking something different, I'm like, hold on, stop. I want to think something. I shut down that behavior. I shut down that outcome. When I birth something, I birth it in my mind. I focus on my mind. I see myself there in my mind. Before I got on with you, I was doing guided visualizations. I'm recording them so people, and I mean, they're juicy. And I'm saying, see yourself here. Because if you can see it, and then the key is evoke the emotion as if you were there.
Yep.
Right? And that's why people who are sad all the time are sad, because they're thinking of things that make them sad. And then the emotion follows the thought. So I'm going to say everything starts with your thought, Lewis. But let me just say this. When you speak your future into the world. You speak your future. Whatever you say, whatever falls off your tongue, when you say I am, right? The unconscious mind says, and you are so. Whatever comes on the other side of that. And so you ask me a hard question, which one is most important? It starts with the thought. I think the thought is that's where everything originates. And then you add a whole lot of turbo boost to it with your tongue.
Most people are not living their dreams because of fear, ladies and gentlemen. I was in Columbus, Ohio yesterday speaking for a particular Ohio department. Young lady named Karen who greeted me, who organized the event. Very talented, very skillful. And she was talking about she wanted to become involved in the consulting business. I said, why aren't you doing it? I said, you have the abilities. I said, you're not here because they like you. You're here because you're doing the job. You're making things happen. And she came up with all kinds of ideas, but finally she said, I guess I can't see myself doing it. I guess I'm afraid. Fear, limited vision, and lack of self-esteem is what keep most people doing things they don't want to do. I flew from Columbus, Ohio to Denver, Colorado to a major communications company. And the person that picked me up at the airport told me about the fact that the company was planning on having a major downsizing. And they offered some of the employees there an early retirement, and some of them will earn as much as $300,000. And they said, this is the last time that you can take this offer. If you don't do it, when we have the downsizing, you might be among those who will lose their jobs, and all you will get is your severance pay. And only 50% of the people who were eligible to take the $300,000 took it. The others were afraid to take a chance on themselves. The others couldn't see themselves beyond that company. They couldn't see life after that company. The same reason that people stay in relationships where they're abused or they're unhappy or it's unfulfilling. They can't see themselves beyond that relationship. They can't see themselves enjoying life without that person. They think that this is all that they can do. The same reason that people get stuck at a certain level in life. They can't see things being better for them. And they think that this is it and this is all they deserve. This is all they've ever seen. It's been passed on to them. And they think that this is it for them. Oh no.
Everybody experiences extreme stress at some point in their life. I don't care who we are. Something happens outside our control and it hits our life and it knocks us on our tail. It might be a health stress. It could be something with your family. It could be economic, career. It could be something emotional that happened, biochemical. There's so many things. It could be an environmental situation that had nothing to do with you. Every one of us in our lifetime are experiencing extreme stress. And these days, because of the economy and the way we respond to it, the majority of people are experiencing some form of extreme stress, at least according to polls. Stress doesn't come from the facts. Stress comes from the meaning that we give to facts. Yes, those things have happened. But the real question is, if we fight what's happened, we've got a problem. We've got to decide, what are we going to do with what's happened in our life? How are we going to take this? How are we going to mold this? How are we going to turn our life around? Because when you come up with a new meaning, you get a new life. And we're going to take a look at something from a different perspective. We're going to ask you this question. What is the single force that controls the quality of your life? If there was one gift our Creator has given us, or the universe, whatever you believe, what is it? What is the one power that you have right now in this moment that can change everything? You have it, I have it, we all have it. This one singular individual power that can change anything in our life, regardless of what's happened to us. And I know you know the answer. The answer is the power of choice. The one thing we have in this world is we can't control the events, but we can choose what to focus on, we can choose what things mean, and we can choose what to do. Those three choices, those three decisions really control our life. It's not so much the conditions of our life that control our destiny as much as the decisions of our life. Try for a second to think about something. Think about your life. And just think about, are there a few decisions? If I were to ask you 2 decisions you've made in your life, you know, that if you would have made a different decision, you would have had a totally different life. I mean, it may be a life may have been better, or it may have been worse, I don't know, but you would have a different life. I'm not asking you to buy into the fact that you should have known the answers. I just want you to see the power of a decision. How is your life better today because of a decision you made?
Here is something else exciting. It's possible for people of modest means to start a wealth plan. You don't have to be wealthy to have a wealth plan. You don't even have to be healthy to start a health plan. All you have to be is smart. Smart enough to say, hey, I've got the wrong plan, and I'm going to get around someone who has a better plan and make it my plan. So, find some successful people to help you fill out your success plan. Find somebody healthy to get your better health plan going. Find somebody living a unique lifestyle to develop your lifestyle plan. This is called association on purpose, getting around the right people by expanding your circle of influence. I have a really unique friend. I'm always trying to find more ways to spend more time with him. He's the big game hunter, millionaire, businessman, traveler, and in my opinion, one of the world's great philosophers. He has 2 special gifts among many that make it worth all the time time I can possibly spend with him. And those gifts are, 1, the ability to absorb, the ability to soak up a day and all of its events. His memory is uncanny. I swear he remembers in detail almost every day of his life and every book he's read. I think it is more exciting for him to go to Spain and come back and tell you about it than it is to go yourself. And the reason is, when he's there, he doesn't miss anything. He picks up the sounds and the colors, the experiences and the happenings. He absorbs like a sponge the sight, the people, the whole scene. Then he has this second unique gift, the gift of expression. He can put all he saw and touched and felt into word, exciting word. When he talks, you can feel the water lapping on your feet. You can see the color. You can smell the aroma of the flowers and the food. What great gifts to absorb and to express. If I spend a day with him, I get my time's worth. He can put a year into a day's conversation. It leaves you spellbound. He can read a book and with flawless detail give you a capsule version, and more often than not, make it more exciting than if you read the book yourself. From Shakespeare to the Beatles, from Africa to Beverly Hills, he's got it, recorded it, and can express it with spirit and precision. You can imagine what a valuable association this is for me.
You're listening to Coffee and Conversation with your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa can make it do what it do. That is a perfect morning meditation, motivation, however you want to say it, for me. But I think the climax of the end of that sound piece, I don't know if you all caught it, the theme of that soundbite, but it's all about how you think, how you perceive things. But at the end, it talked about something even more important: soaking in all of the things that has gone on and paying attention, but enjoying it in the moment. No matter where you are in life, capturing every moment. We ruin our days, our weeks, our months, our years, because we get to the point where we're focused on what's going to happen next week, what's going to happen next month, what is going to happen next year, instead of keeping ourselves in the moment. He talked about that wealthy man, and he said that he feels that it's best to instead of going to Spain, listening to this guy recount Spain, because this guy knows how to pay attention to every detail in the moment. Whatever situation that we're in, whatever problem, whatever lifestyle, whatever we're in, whatever we're in, it is what it is. But your seconds will never change. Your moments will never change. Your minutes will never change. You still get to enjoy that very moment, that very second, that very minute. And we ruin all the things that many times we ruin the things of that's in our face because we're too busy looking down the line. My friends, I'm going to say this, and it may sound insensitive, but I don't care what's in your lap right now. I don't care what problem is in your world right now. My concern and my purpose to you at this very moment is to convince you to enjoy your next second. Make your next second, your next moment, your next minute, your next hour, your next day perfect. In the beginning of this soundbite, it talked about how the life that we're living is based on our thoughts. The day, I can tell you with the passion, my thoughts ruin my day. If I equip myself with the wrong thoughts, I ruin my day, whether it's internal or external. If I allow it to enter my thought process, it ruins my day. But I have the choice to allow it to ruin my day. My friends, life is real short. Yeah, we in our 40s, 50s, 60s. Who say it ain't short? Yeah, it is. Because at the blink of an eye, tomorrow would never come. And if that be the fact, I am going to enjoy this next second. I am going to enjoy this next moment. I am going to enjoy this next minute, this next hour, this next day, this next month, this next year. No matter what comes my way, I am going to make choices that make my moment better, not my life. See, a lot of us are too busy trying to make our life better instead of making our moment better. And because we're ruining our moments, we're destroying our future. One day at a time, one moment at a time, 1 second at a time. That's all it takes. The way we literally think, the way we literally perceive things. I wish I had time to talk about it. I think I talked about it last week. I talked about the perception, the way we perceive things. There's discernment, there's reason, and there's emotions. When we learn to discern, then reason, and then enjoy that emotional stance. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy life. Not the life that you see yourself in 10 years from now, the big house, the big car, but when you're in the apartment and the little car, or when you're in the apartment and you ride the bus, enjoy that life. Enjoy that life. So that as you enjoy that life and you begin to grow and you begin to accumulate and you can then go back. Man, I remember the good time we had. You remember that time we was on a bus and this? I remember having a conversation with my sister, one of my sisters the other day, well, maybe a month ago. And I remember she was talking about when she was on the bus and something happened to her on the bus. We've come a long way from riding the bus. We've come a long way from riding the bus, but we learn to enjoy our moments. It took some time. Today, your homework today is to enjoy the second that's in front of you. Enjoy that second. You spend that second, another second is going to come. Enjoy that second. Another minute is going to come. Enjoy that minute. Another day is going to come. Enjoy that day. Thank y'all so much for listening to me on Coffee and Conversation. Remember, check me out, Life After the Collar, YouTube channel, but make sure you also check me out on lifeafterthecollar.com, lifeafterthecollar.com, and learn more about me. If you have any topics that you want me to discuss on here, if you have any ideas, any shows you want me to do, please contact me at podcast, LATC, podcast, LATC at gmail.com. Or, well, maybe next week I'll put out I have a phone number for the show. I'll put that number out, but I'm not ready to receive calls on that number right now. But make sure you do that. All right? Be good, be great, and make sure that nothing stops you.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking,
Every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking. I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high.
There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb.
The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going. You can die, gotta be strong, just keep pushing on. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. Here's the climb. It's a climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. Here's the climb. It's all